Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to if you're new. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're going to be installing this bomb lace front. Isn't it kind of ironic that I have Kaysa Jabri in the background doing her hair, and this video is me doing my hair? So I have been getting request upon request, question upon question on how I install my own wigs. And baby, I don't understand why, because I'm not a hairstylist. It's not slayed like it should be all the time. But I still decided to get this video out for you guys, so I hope you guys do enjoy. This is not a tutorial, so follow at your own risk, baby. If your hair doesn't come out like mine, you're a little pissed. Don't be pissed at me, be pissed at yourself, because you followed a non-tutorial, a non-hairstylist, a 17-year-old teenager. I would just also like to start off by saying this video is not sponsored. I purchased this hair with my own moolah, baby, and it wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't expensive. Like y'all be paying $200, $300. But it was over $100, and that's a lot for me to pay for hair, because I don't even like keeping hair in for more than 2 weeks. But if you're a hair company and you do want to sponsor me, business email in the description, because I'm tired of paying for hair. I don't keep hair in that long for me to keep paying to get new wigs. That's what I do them myself, so I don't have to pay these expensive as unprofessional as hairstylists. No tea, no shade. But in this video, I will be showing you guys how I bleach, pluck, and install my lace front wigs, and this is just how it turned out. This is my first time actually bleaching a lace front. Normally, I don't have to do all that. But this was a transparent wig, and normally the lace is supposed to be better, but it was not. It was white, baby. I don't know if you can see, but your girl's chocolate. So since this was my first time bleaching a lace front wig, I did over process it, I did over bleach it, but I still slayed it. I still get plenty of compliments. So if you're going to hate, that's your own self-love. You need to fix that, because baby, I know I'm still cute, I know I'm still slayed, and that's not even just my opinion. I'm feeling myself too much with this straight hair. So if you guys haven't already yet, I don't understand why you haven't. You see this energy, baby girl, you should already give this video a big thumbs up. Expand my channel. Let us grow, let us grow. That helps me out a lot. Click that subscribe button. After that, click that notification bell so you can get notified every single time that I post. Follow me on all my social medias. They'll be on the screen or in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into this video, baby.
Alright, y'all, so I had to take a quick trip to the beauty supply store to get a few things, so I'm just showing you guys what I got. I purchased these wig stocking caps in the color dark brown, because it seems like every time I go to do a wig, I don't have any wig caps, so I purchased a lot. They come 2 in a pack. I brought this wig grip elastic band. I use this to help melt my lace once I'm done installing. I also got some more of these styling papers. I see a lot of hairstylists use this, so I thought it would be nice to have. Of course, I had to buy me some bleach. I did my research since this was my first time and I didn't know which one to buy, so I purchased one regular one and then one with the color violet in it, because apparently it helps tone down the brassiness. And then of course my developer. I only brought the 20 volume because I didn't want the bleach to process too much. And last but not least, I purchased these 99-cent razors. These can be used for a lot of things, but in this video I will be using them to cut the lace. So the method that I always use is the wig cap method. So we're going to start off by applying that. But before that, we're going to take some edge control and control these flyaways, because this braids have been in my hair for quite some time now. So I took some edge control and just tamed those edges. I also decided to apply this anti-itch oil by Girl, because wigs be making my head hella itchy, and I just decided not to go through that pain, that struggle this time, so I planned in advance and put the oil all through my parts. Now it's time to actually apply the stocking cap, so I'm putting it on my head. smoothing it out, making sure everything is nice and flat for when I apply my wig. I'm going to start off with this Got To Be Glue freeze spray, and we're going to spray it all along my hairline. Next, while this is drying, we're going to go ahead and take and cut out a spot for my ears to come through. We're not cutting the whole spot yet. We got to wait for the cap to dry. So make sure not to cut that elastic band at the end of the cap. And then we're going to go in and blow dry on high because I don't have time to wait. So this is actually a long process. Next, we're going to apply the Got To Be glue in the yellow bottle, and also apply that to my edges to make sure that the cap stays, so I can have a smooth workspace for when I'm actually applying the wig. So again, we're going to blow dry. There's a lot of gluing and blow drying and gluing and blow drying. So while my cap is drying, I'm showing you guys what the hair looks like. This is just the packaging that it came in. Of course, it's 22 inches. It came with a wig cap, but it was really light for my skin, so I had to buy my own anyways. And that was just the brand, but this is just what the hair looks like when you first take it out of the packaging. And this is what the hairline looks like. I do believe that it supposedly came pre-plucked, but it did not come with its own edges, so I had to make my own. Of course, it had the 4 combs in the back and then the adjustable straps. As you can see, there's a lot of work to be done, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, I'm going to take this fine tooth comb and just comb out the hair. Make sure there's no tangles anywhere. Here I was just showing you guys how there was very little shedding as I was combing through the hair, and showing you guys how the hair is very full throughout the ends of the hair as well. And now we're going to start the bleaching process. Of course, make sure to wear gloves. I decided to go with the violet bleach just in case there was any brassiness that was going to need to be toned. And of course, my 20 volume developer. So I applied the whole pack of bleach in half a bottle of developer. Just make sure to follow the instructions on the back of your specific package of bleach. Also, please make sure the consistency of your bleach isn't too runny so it doesn't seep through onto the hair. Mine did because I quickly remembered. As soon as I got done applying, I remembered that I forgot to apply oil onto the hair. So make sure you guys do that before you start your bleaching process to stop any bleach from penetrating the hair if it does seep through. So while I'm letting the bleach sit on the cap, it said to wait a good 45 minutes. My actual stocking cap should be dry, so now I'm cutting off the ends to make it fit specifically around my hairline. So I'm back and I have washed the bleach off of the lace of the wig, and I'm going through and I'm blow drying the hair. This process does take a long time, so I didn't film a lot of this blow drying process. It's very tedious. So I've came back and my hair is now fully blow dried and a good 98% dry. I made my part and now we're going to start plucking. Please be sure when you're plucking to not over pluck. You don't want your part to be too wide, that is not a natural look. I really don't understand how people overpluck, because I get tired 2 minutes into plucking. But also please be careful not to pull your lace too hard. Some lace is very sensitive and you can rip either small or big holes into your lace. I showed you guys in a little bit how I did accidentally pluck a couple holes in the lace, but it wasn't too noticeable, so keep that in mind. Also, when you're wanting to make your hairline more natural, make sure to pull a thin amount of the hairline back and then pluck from there. So I'm showing you guys the side that I plucked. I actually went in and plucked a little more after that, and then what it looks like when I haven't plucked it. So this side is a lot more fuller and has a lot less natural look to it than the side that I did pluck. Again, like I said, I did go in and pluck a lot more off camera. So this is my first time showing you guys the lace after I did bleach the knots. As you can see, the bleach did seep through onto the hair like I knew it would. But this is how much hair I managed to pluck and cut off through the styling process. But now we're going to get to installing the wig. Also make sure not to forget to cut off the back of the lace, and this is where I plucked a couple small holes. Again, not too noticeable, so learn from my mistakes. This is the time where you take and adjust the wig to fit your head before you decide to glue it down. Figure out where you want it to be parted at and how you want it to look. So I'm just tying the hair back so I can get ready to cut the lace around my ears. Be careful with this part. You are going to cut off a tiny amount of hair. This comes with the process of laying down a wig. So before I even get started, I'm taking this powdered foundation by the brand e.l.f. and going to apply it to my stocking cap and the lace of my hair to make sure it creates an even skin tone and look more like scalp when I'm finished. So now I'm putting it on, adjusting it, and now we're going to go in with this Ghost Bond glue, and then of course some wooden craft sticks that I bought actually for a project, but I never used them, so I decided to start using them to lay my wigs.
There was something in it. I'm Robin Grasby.
So when applying the glue, I do one dot on the cap and one dot on my skin, so when I smooth it out I get a even thin layer. So it takes a smaller amount of time to dry, and also it's not too thick because we're going to do multiple layers of glue. So in between, of course, the glue drying, we're going to blow dry and then apply more glue. So before I put the lace onto the glue, I decided to do one more final coat of the powdered foundation. And now that the lace is set in place, we're going to take a fine tooth comb and drag it through the hairline to brush back that glue and make sure it's spread evenly. Also make sure to get your sides. These are the parts that come up the most. For me, they cause the most problems. I actually cut my ear right here, like it was bleeding really bad. You'll see in the next clip I come back with a band-aid. So yeah, be careful. So next, this is a crucial step that I find a lot of people don't do. But before I cut my lace after applying the Got To Be glue, I actually spray on some Got To Be freeze spray onto the lace. Of course, comb it through for even apply, and then we're going to go in and blow dry again. Apply the elastic waistband to help the lace melt before I decide to go in and cut it. I also cut in sections to make sure that the hairline looks more natural and it's just not straight across. So we're taking the razor and of course cutting the strips of lace. going in and cleaning up all the glue around the perimeter of the wig I just laid. Just with a Q-tip, we're going in with some alcohol to get rid of all that glue residue. And now is the part where you just kind of freestyle, or the part where a lot of people struggle with. We're doing the edges. A lot of people prefer more natural edges, a lot more thinner edges. Some people prefer a lot more bold edges. Me, myself, I prefer thinner edges, so I go in with the razor and cut the edges extremely short and then swoop them with some got-to-be glue. And then I also spray the got-to-be freeze spray to make sure they stay in place.
It's just a dream. Do you think she could have loved me?
Since I did over process the wig, the lace doesn't really blend in with my skin. So when I got done with the edges, I went in with some more of that powdered foundation by e.l.f. to help blend the lace into my skin. The edges really did help bring the whole look together. So it is the next morning, and the night before when I was applying the wig, I did lose my part in the process of styling. So I did go back in and pluck the lace a little more. So this is what the hairline looks after it laid through the whole night. I'm going in with my flat iron and then my hot comb and just styling it how I like. You can curl it, straighten it. I preferred it straight since I never had bone straight long hair. So this part is now up to you guys. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned to the end of the video to see the final results.
So this is the final product. I did go back in and have to repluck my part because I lost it in the process of me gluing on this wig, and I also already did hot comb it off camera. But this is the final result. Like, stiff wear, baby, shine there. Actually, let me put some oil. I haven't even put oil in it yet, and y'all can already see it shining, 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 shining. And it's like rarely any tangles. It's like no shedding. Period. This is some bomb hair, and mind you, this is not sponsored. It should be, but it's not, baby. This is like a new look for me, and I'm really feeling the vibes. It's full all the way through. Loving the body it's giving me. It's giving me body yaddy. So this is my first time bleaching knots, so I did over bleach them. I knew it was going to happen because after I applied the bleach, I realized I did not oil the hair so the bleach wouldn't seep through. So make sure you guys do that before you bleach your knots. But I do think I still finessed it. I do think the lace is still laid. Hope you learned something, learn from my mistakes, learn from my actual actions. Anything like that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye. Love you.